uh, uh, uh. Mm, 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 mm. Nigga, don't get shook. Yeah. Nigga, don't get shook. Nigga, don't get shook. Yeah. You better get shook. Nigga, don't get shook. Nigga, don't get shook. Nigga, don't get shook. Nigga, don't get shook. Yeah. We finna take it over. So goofy over any baggage like a suitcase. It's a new day, plans from a fucking mountains. Nigga fucking please, and nigga fuck, where's your down line? Talking style like I'm 80, maybe. I be fucking on your watch. My bad, homie. Put a pussy extra time. Your mind ain't the light, just see it like a spaceship. Nigga, fuck the lights, just see the flights. Oh, chillin' cause I'm in the fucking air. Nigga, you a player cause she fit for a real man. Oh man, guess what? She found one. And she was sexy, but I can't even lie. I love her twerk, she doesn't sucking, but she really got it. Let's put it down. No dragons, but don't think too hard about it. Let's spit sound magical. And you already know. And I know when you get that blank shit in your mind, you think too hard, wait for the time to shine, but you ain't shit, so I'ma let you know time. You better smile. There ain't too much shit to get, but some guy got you. And I'ma tell you now, space is not a vacuum. Yeah, in the waters, and just know your water yours, but you better let it shine, cause you're a fucking star. You don't wanna burn that, 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 you don't wanna burn that. It don't go that far, yeah. But you know you're a star, yeah. Oh. It don't go no further than that. It don't go. Listen, it don't go further than that. It don't go further than that. It don't go further than that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I ain't gonna hold y'all on that. It's gonna be listen to me a quick live, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I'm trying to upload some music, some music and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, check it out, right? And I ain't gonna hold y'all like motherfucking like I've been like I don't know if it's like the energies. It is. I mean, it is the energies in the sky, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. But like, man, I just like it's like I've been feeling like tired like lately. You know what I'm saying? Not tired, but I've been feeling like out of energy. But like not in a bad way, like because I've been able to like do some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Behind closed doors with when it comes to my circumstances and situations and shit like that. But like shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like in a like totality, man. I've been feeling good though in a way though. Like it's weird. Like I don't know what to say, but like I just thank God every day. You know what I'm saying? I thank God every day, man. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? But check it out, right? So Sun, Moon, Saturn, and Venus all in Aquarius. So I'm just gonna break that down. Break that down real quick. Basically, with Sun, Moon, Venus, and first I'm gonna break down the Sun first. Well, I already did this. I think I already broke down the Sun last live. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it again because I gotta do it. But check it out, right? With the Sun being Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? All of us in general, right? We and not just people, even people who aren't into astrology, they don't know they're gonna be doing this, but they're gonna be like being in ways where they're man, I'm not gonna break that shit down. I don't even feel weird. I don't even feel right breaking that shit down. Like what the fuck? I'm gonna break down the Saturn and the Venus because I already, you know what I'm saying? And I'll do the moon too. But yeah, so with the moon being Aquarius, right? Our emotions, the way we feel, the way we express ourselves, right? It's gonna be fixed air. So we gonna be communicated in all types of various ways. We gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. We gonna have like uh different like perceptions in different ways and how we want to let it be known how we feel. You know what I'm saying? And since Aquarius is not really a feeling sign, it's more of a it's an air sign. So you know what I'm saying? It's just a logic sign. It's a you know what I'm saying? It's a left brain sign. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it the man. That's why it's a man in the astrology and the allegory when it has the even I think my song I just dropped it's called Signs. Let me see. I think that yeah, the Aquarius is a man, right? Yep, it is. It is. So y'all can just, you know what I'm saying. So with Aquarius being a man, like that's why it's kind of like the allegory. Oh, it's a man and shit like that. But it's like in general, it's kind of like it's like a logical sign. It's like we're not gonna be in our feelings. We all gonna be in our logic. We all be communicative and like that way in a way. You know what I'm saying? We're not really gonna give a fuck on how other people think and feel in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna be about me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, but that's just how it's gonna be. People could be dry at times like this. You know what I'm saying? People could be cutthroat and business savvy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like you've got to be in these kind of energies, or if you're not, it's kind of like you're not really riding the wave in a bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to be like this because when you're expressing like that, when you're more expressive, when you're more, you don't even gotta be passionate. All you gotta do is just be, you gotta be like you gotta like umph your shit. Like you just gotta make it make sense in a way. You know what I'm saying? And with Venus being there too, you know what I'm saying? That's the way we, you know what I'm saying, we express our love, our connection, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, our all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like it's gonna be fixed air too. So it's like that, like with that being said, it's gonna be like you know, I'm not gonna press anything. But yeah, cause I don't know why the fuck. But with that being said, it's gonna be like even the way we express our love is gonna be like fixed air. You know what I'm saying? We gonna want somebody to like understand us, you know what I'm saying, to feel us. Not feel us, but to see where we're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not making sense, we want it to be like that. We want it to express it like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't really give a fuck on how other people think or feel in a whole totality. We just want it to be out in the world and out in the universe and the way we feel and what we love and shit like that. So whether it be your friends, family, loved ones, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Uh, all you just want to express how you are and how you relate to others and shit like that with that Venus energy. And with a Saturn being there, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how we stabilize ourselves, how we gain shelter, whatever you want to call it, or like, or it's really, it's in a totality, it's really how you foundate yourself and things like that. And with that being an Aquarius too, that's gonna be like, it's like, motherfucker, you just gotta be the same. It's like you gotta be like direct your shit and how you like. Let's say you're in a business or whatever. However you do your business, however you do your 1-2 shit like that, you gotta be founded on that. You gotta be like, you gotta be stand on that. You know what I'm saying? You can't let nothing hold you down. You know what I'm saying? You can't let nothing steer your path. You gotta be about your shit. Because if you're not about your shit, you're not doing what you gotta do. But with the Saturn energy, let me just check something real quick. Oh, because I want to make sure I'm not. Yeah. All right, Mercury. Yeah. So yeah, and with Mercury being a Capricorn, you know what I'm saying. The way we uh uh um express ourselves and communicate in our what how we think and feel and shit like that. That's gonna be in Capricorn. Mercury. That's gonna be Mercury in Capricorn. So that's gonna be cardinal Earth. So that's gonna be, we gonna want to be realistic about whatever we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever be our status or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Our business or whatever. We're gonna be realistic about that, and we don't want to feel like we look retarded, we look stupid. You know what I'm saying? We want that to be expressed. We want that to be known and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And like, and that's kind of like, I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of been in these, well, with with the Capricorn, you know what I'm saying? That's, it's like with the Capricorn energy, it's like I have been like feeling that shit, like with the shit, like when you express yourself, not when you express yourself, but like when you try to express how you feel or express what's on your mind, like people will either because when you're spiritual, it's kind of like you don't, whatever you say, you're in a space where you know what you mean. So it's like these words be pointing us to what we be meaning. So it's like however you explain yourself, it's gonna be in a way of just you be in an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like you being in a understanding state. You know what I'm saying? And you being in like what it was expressed out the mouth or out verbal or out whatever. It's kind of like we all like we all feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's like oh, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like let's say like you in a job and whatever like that. You're the spiritual one, and like you got let's say you flip burgers or whatever like that, or I don't know, or like you do shoe, you stock shoes or whatever. I don't know these all these jobs, but like let's say you flipping a burger or whatever, you stocking shoes, right? You have this one person come to you talking about, oh yeah, so how you like how do you want us to put these certain shoes in this area? How do you want us to keep them in the little, like how do you want us to, you know what I'm saying? And then it could be like, oh, like you can just be like, oh, like you don't even gotta, you can just say whatever you want. Like you don't even gotta be like, you just always put it right there. Or or even if you did say something, you could be like, oh yeah, just put it right there, but put it 2 rows below that one, so then that one can, people can see it and they can look like it don't matter what you be saying. It's because since you're spiritual, it makes sense. So it's like we all in the spiritual realm, we all in the mental realm, whatever you want to call it. We all in that space. So it don't even matter what we be saying from the mouth, as long as we just have an intent in our mind. So it's kind of like they don't even matter what what the fuck we be talking about. We can just say whatever the fuck we gotta say, and motherfuckers will feel like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Then motherfuckers will start copying with the 3 row shit, and that's where the shit starts getting weird, because then motherfuckers like, oh, what the fuck? Oh wait, like people will start peeping game, like not maybe not the people that you put on, but other people will probably start peeping games, like, oh shit, like why you, like I like how you do your 3 row, whatever you want to call it, and then you can just be like, and then like you like they won't be talking to you, they be talking to the dude that copied from you. So the niggas like that dude would take credit. He'll be like, yeah, I just thought about it in my mind or some shit like that. It's like, no, you did it, nigga. You copied that from me. What the fuck? Don't try to act like you brand new. What the fuck? Like niggas don't order, you flipping patties or flipping burgers and shit like that. And the way you flip it is way different from like you got a smooth way you got a smooth way how you do it. Motherfuckers start copying with that shit. Motherfuckers start taking all the shit. What do you want to call it? They start taking all the credit. Like nigga, you take what credit? Like what? I bet. You know, that's all I gotta say. Bet. How you wanna be like, I nah, you know what I'm saying? But yo, it just it's just these are kind of like the energies of Mercury being a Capricorn. It's like we all gonna have like we all gonna want to be create something new in a earth-like way, in a cardinal way. So whatever it is you do, and as long as you have the intent in your mind, and like and with that, with the intent too, it's like whatever intent you have in your mind, always have in your mind and know like deep down, whatever, like God got your like God wants you to do it like that. Like always always do it the way God wants you to do it. You know what I'm saying? You never want to do it the way that a human or that like especially a demon or tells you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it looks different, you're here to bring something different. You're not here to do something new. I mean, not here to do something the same. You're here to do something new and different. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like God wants you to do something like you. And if you know how to get in that, be at that space, like you gotta come naked. You can't be in your mind. You can't be in your mind body. You definitely can't be in this body. Can't be. You gotta be out the body, out the mind body, and then even that you gotta know how to create the certain like a certain like boat to get there. And like when you get there, then you understand like what the fuck I'm talking about. A lot of like, but yeah, but like so it's like when you get there, you understand what I'm trying to say, and then like like you don't got words for this, and then you can hear God. You know what I mean? And God don't even talk, but you gotta understand nothing. Then you can understand God. So if you're kind of lost with the God concept, just replace God with nothing or no or you know what I'm saying, or no with no or no with KNOW, whatever we want to explain it. So it's kind of like whatever taps you into that space, to that point of just understanding that you got God by your side. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let you let, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? I can't even use it. It's like hard to explain, but it's like if you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? If you got God in your life, you understand what I'm trying. You understand all that. And then yeah, and you get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's hard to explain, but it's like, man, it's like like God wants us to bring stuff new down here. God wants whatever art, astrology, spirituality, tarot card readings, spiritualist, whatever, all that shit. Whatever you do, just do something new. Because if you do something new, it's kind of like that's the whole point. Like what's the point of you being down here copying everybody else? What's the point of you being down here trying to sound like everybody else? What's the point of you being down here? And even if you do sound like everybody else, at least throw your own little shit into it. Like at least throw your own little style that you already that you like find your footsteps, like find your footprints. You know what I'm saying? When you find your footprints, you already know the certain things you why you do like this. Like if you're a female and you do hair, you already know why you do the hair this certain way. You know what I'm saying? And then you understand why it's so popular with like you may just grown up like it may not it very well might have not been from your mom or your auntie or your grandma or whatever whoever did your hair. It could have very well been from just you learning from your own footprints, find your own footprints and understand how you just figured out how you want to do hair. So you just did it. So you probably experiments on one of your friends or yourself or whatever, and you just stuck to that way, and then that became the most popular way of how to do hair. You know what I'm saying? And then everyone wants, and then and all the girls, you know what I'm saying? They want to do they want to get it from you, only you, and that's it. Like it's weird. Like once you find your footprints, once you find the way how you do it, why you do the things you do, that's all that matters. You could be a celebrity, whatever, and do and have your own little like I know y'all already celebrities already be having their little teams and shit like that. But I'm talking about like, you can have your own little and whatever celebrity you can be an artist, a singer, whatever you do in that shit. But if you're in a celebrity quarter status, you know this is for you. You can have a way you just do something in your life. You ain't gotta broadcast it online. That's not the whole point. Spirituality and individuality is not about broadcasting everything you do online. That's spiritual, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even count this shit as spiritual. I'm just doing this because I want to do it. But I'm saying in general, right? That's like whatever you do, just have something you do to yourself when you're with God. Just have something you do. Like it could be a certain gesture, like mantra you do, or it could be a certain hum you do, or something you do that gets you closer to that space. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it is that gets you closer to that space, that's what you're supposed to do. And then once you get close to that space, however you got to that space, find the footprints in your stand of what, why, how, like why you do the things you do. You know what I'm saying? And claim that shit. And once you claim it, whatever, like then you can make that popular or make that like a vibe or make that lit or like and start putting sparks and all little accumulations and all types of shit into that little bubble and make it larger. Then once you got that going, you got a shining star. So once you got your shining star, now you got your own like it's like that it's kind of like it's not the morning star, it's the shining star. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like how morning star you get lost. Like the morning star will be from like you being in your 12th house, then to your second house, and then to your first house. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like you in the La La Land, then you express it, then you have the facial, you know what I'm saying, the features and whatever you want to, you know what I'm saying. Now the shining star will be you in your second house, then you bring it to your first house. Then after wait, I might have that at the seventh. I'm tripping. Oh, I'm tripping. No, hold on. 12th, 7th, 2nd. I'm tripping. Yeah, all right, 12th, 7th. So that's the morning star. So when you're in your morning star, right? You start it starts from the 12th house, right? So this is what you don't want to do. So once you're in dreamland, you're in la la land, whatever, right? You start pondering, you start thinking and shit like that, and you think of, you know what I'm saying, you think of all this type of shit you want to do, want to say, you know what I'm saying, but you're not saying it yet. You just you know what I'm saying, you just thinking about it. Then you bring it to your 7th house. Then you start thinking of how you can relate that and all types of shit instead of actually relating that. Once it's in your 12th, you're supposed to bring it to your 2nd, then relate it. But if you're doing the morning star ritual, then this is how it can be demonic. Who can be fucked up, right? So you bring it to your 7th house, right here. How you bend over for people. So you think of all that different types of ways and how you can relate it and shit like that. So you're being selfish. You're not thinking about others. You think about yourself. Then you bring it to your second house. Then you finally explain it, and you can be flunked out. You can look stupid and dumb and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like shit like that. If you want to do it the right way, this will be a shining star. So you want to first you want to be in that realm of Pisces or whatever 12th house you want to call it, right? Once you're in that, then you can think of how it could be flunked or how it couldn't, however it goes. Just know that you're open for all experiences. You don't really care on how the outcome comes. You just want to know on how, like, how it would feel if it would happen. But when you're already in this realm, it already is. This shit's going on. You just got to know on how to counter it and how to you know, it's like a wave. You know what I'm saying? So then you bring it to your second house. Then you say it. And however, wow, it could be, you could have said, so you could have said some flunked out shit, but as long as you have had in your heart that, like, and there's no such thing as good intentions or bad intentions. You just saying it because you say it, right? Once you explain it, then that's the whole point. You're saying it, right? And once you bring it in your second house and you verbalize it, then you bring it to your seventh house. Then you think of how you relate that with the other person and how that was like how it worked and how it didn't. You can see how all the little shit on how, like, you know what I'm saying? It shows, it's like shit like that. So that's kind of how you create a shining star. You know what I'm saying? So once you, however you find your footprints in the sand, just claim that shit. And when you claim it, like, be free, be free to share, be free to, like, open, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause this is, you create this, like, you became aware to you know what I'm saying? Like, be with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. That's why spirits become aware, to share space. We didn't become aware just because we just want to be aware, and that's it. That's all. Like, we became aware because we want to share space. We were sick. We didn't want to be lonely no more. Whatever you want to call it. Because I'm so sick of being lonely. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. But it's kind of like motherfucker. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just share that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, and spread love, spread all that shit. Like, fuck all that hate shit and what I mean. Don't be naive though. Like, still be smart though. Don't be naive. Like, when you come properly. Like, don't be naive and shit. Of course, I'm just, all these is energies. Like be smart with all these energies. You know what I'm saying? Just know how you're doing it. Know how you're like you're directing these shits. You know what I'm saying? Because all that shit is important. You know what I'm saying? And producing something too. Like, all that shit is important. Like, know how to produce product, know how to produce consistency, know how to produce something in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can literally you can literally go to the store or whatever, or however you want to do it, or go to any place and get a flower or whatever, or get like some dirt, grow a flower. Like, make that your friend, bro. Like, do something. Like, do something like like make something your friend. Do like because usually if you're spiritual, you really don't really have friends like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you really disconnect from all your associates and your friends. So it's kind of like you do it like, so it's kind of like we it's like a double-edged sword. We do this as spirits, like, because like we it's because it's weird because we want to share and come together and have space. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we want to be with our spiritual family, with our spiritual soul group. You know what I'm saying? The ones we were out there in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension before we scattered and went to our friends and started connecting with our friends. Then we got lost. But then, see, the thing is, when it came down here, and then once you're like, because it's supposed to be, once you're aware, you're aware. Like you can be like, when you're born, you're supposed to know by default your footprints and like who the fuck you are. Because once you already are born, or whatever you want to call it, you already initiate yourself into in a realm of reality. Like, once you come out your mom, you already should know that you are like, this is, oh shit, I'm in the world. Like, I know, like, the only thing you can probably say is like crying shit, like because you're a baby. But as a baby, you should already know who the fuck you are. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, that's why you initiate yourself, because you knew what the fuck was going on. So it's like, it's weird. So but yeah, but I don't want to get too much detail. That's for another video. But like, yeah, so learn how to be, and then when you're to yourself or whatever you want to call it, when you're like with God and shit like that, when you're with nothing, no thing, you want to like make sure that like you don't like you want to disregard all thoughts and all feelings and all minds and from this world, and you can just you gotta know how to like separate from this world and know that you ain't from this world, you ain't from this like nah like nigga you way greater than this shit right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You way greater than this shit. You shouldn't feel like you gotta be stuck and stable and whatever in this one little spot in the world where we're at right now. Because this is just a little spot in like in the universe. And the universe ain't shit. So it's kind of like what the fuck. So it's so it's weird. So it's like we gotta get like you gotta get hip to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And with Venus, not Venus, but Mercury being a Capricorn, this is kind of what the universe was pushing us to do. It wants us to be start creating foundation, start creating business, associating ourselves with others, and start getting like and like when I say associate yourself with others. Oh my god, I hate these words. When you gotta associate yourself with others, you gotta do it with your community, like people you can vibe with. Don't just be doing with any other people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you do it with any other people, it's kind of like you start getting this, and you start getting that little, like your pilot senses start tingling. Like you can start telling of people who take advantage of you, or people who just aren't in the same level as you. You know what I'm saying? And then also like with your family, make sure you cherish your family too. You know what I'm saying? How no matter how flunked out they could be, like you as you being a spiritual one, you gotta know you being a spiritual one, you are in their life for a reason. And listen, not all of them want help. Not all of them want help. But you should be the spiritually wise one to know how to decipher which one does want the help and which one does actually want the the compassion. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's kind of like you gotta be. It's just like for I'm gonna let y'all know something. So I think this was yesterday. This was yesterday. The other day, right? I was going like shopping, whatever, right? I went to the mall, right? I walked in, right? I was looking for shit. I couldn't find it. So I walked back in the car. So but when I walked in, right, I walked past this old like lady and with one of her friends, like some old grandma lady, right? And I couldn't find what I was looking for. So I walked back in. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just go one more. Let me just go one more time. If this shit ain't like, let me just. I probably didn't check the other area of the mall. Let me just go check. Let me go to that one spot. So I went there. I went back past the lady, and she was like, she called me over, and I was like, all right, listen, I ain't trying to talk to nobody right now. I'm trying to get what the fuck I gotta tell and get the fuck out of here. But I was like, man, but let me fuck it. So I went. I said, oh. Like I walked past her. I was like, oh, let me just go back. You know what I'm saying? I went back to her. I was like, what's good? And she was like, but anyway, so I was like, yo, what's up? Like, whatever, like that. And she's like, she's talking about, yo, the bus comes at 4:30, right? Oh, she's something like that. And I'm like, the bus comes. So my mind, she be asking me if the bus comes at 4:30. So I'm thinking like, oh, does the bus? Okay, okay. So I went on my phone. Fuck it. I didn't want to think too hard about it. Like, I went on my phone and I looked up for the location I was at. 4:30 bus, this small. Boom. And see, because I don't be taking the bus, so I don't really be knowing how the bus should be working. So I was like, boom. So I looked at it and I showed her my phone. I'm like, yo, you wanna take it? You wanna show me like you wanna show? Cause I didn't know what the fuck to do. But this bitch goes in her pocket, pulls out her own phone, and looks at. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? So you had a phone this whole time? I'm like, what? So what was the whole point of you calling me over and me? And then, but see, like, since I'm so with God, I see everything. I see God within everybody. So I don't even like deep down. I really thought God put me in like, and I came to a realization it was, but it took me. I had to meditate. I had like it like going upon that day like later the evening time. Now it's 6-8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Libra time and 7th house time. That's when I started. I thought about like it came back in my mind like fuck. Let me just meditate on this, see what the fuck's going on. So I did the numerology, the gematria, the all that shit, and I came up. And I'm not gonna say what it was about, but I was aware. Okay, that's what's up. So I was like, oh, okay, so I'm on the right track. Cause like, but yeah, so it was weird, but yeah, but like anyway, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like you can see God in everybody. Like literally, like, I see God in everybody. Like, I don't care how retarded, how negative, how stupid, how whatever they did, how whatever they. Nah, I see God in everybody because like I'm like at the end of the day, all spirits have the ability to change, and that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter who and what. Like, so I love everybody. So that's how I truly feel. But it's like I just, you gotta like, I gotta see like, because since I'm so spiritual, I can see I see the mind body. You know what I'm saying? So I be seeing like the character that the this current human vessel is taking at the moment. So I can be seeing, I see those bodies like first before anything else, before whatever. So whatever illusion they be showing me this in this body, I see. I'm looking at the mind body. So I'm looking at what kind of character they're creating there, and why they do the things they do, and it's quick too. It's like because the spiritual, everything is really, it's fast. You know what I'm saying? Down here it's slow, but up there it should be going quickly. So it's like you got it. Just like it's kind of like how God gives you them 3 second those three them 3 second stargates. It's kind of like, and see how down here is 3 seconds. That's fast to you. Up there you already aware of what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's fast up there. But see, the best way God can give you something and give you a sign is with those little stargates. You gotta be you just gotta be a spirit, a strong ass spirit to be aware of those things. Like, or even if you feel like you're not a strong spirit, at least have that confidence, or not even a confidence. Fuck confidence, but at least have the mindset of just not giving a fuck. Like, don't give a fuck. Don't listen to a human. If you know you're a if you know like if you know you like let's say you're spiritual, but you don't feel like, and I feel like, and even if you are spiritual, you should always feel like you're a strong spirit. Like I that's just how, I mean that's how I think. I don't know, that's how I think. So I feel like however you are, dude, if you're spiritual, you should already feel like you are the most superior spirit. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't give a fuck about what others think. But this, for the lack of, let's just say you are a naive spirit. You like, let's say you feel like you're not strong, whatever, or you don't feel like just think of nothing, dude. Just think of nothing, and know you ain't shit too. Just, and then just that should be that should take you to your destination, and then you should be spiritually aware enough, because all spirits have all spirits and mind bodies. All spirits have the ability to become aware. That's how do you think you even created your body? So you never lost any of those abilities. You know what I'm saying? You never lost any of those abilities, so you still have the ability to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, your mind tries to represent the best way how the spirit is moving, the best way how the spirit does its one too. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be what the fuck you gotta be what the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's for the timid spirits, or spirits that still don't know themselves, or spirits that feel like they're not as strong right now, you know, or that spirits, you know what I'm saying? But you should always feel like you're worthy. You know what I'm saying? You should never feel like you're not worthy or whatever like that. You should always feel like you got something like under your sleeves or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. But it's like, motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Get with this shit. Like get with this shit. Like, create your shit. Create like make your, and if you're a YouTuber or whatever like that, make your box lit. Make your your book of the dead lit. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit lit. But now it's book of the life. You know what I'm saying? Book of life. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's all about the book of life now. So now make your, like, create life to this box, or whatever you want to call it, whatever, however you want to say, is create life in your worlds. Create life in your shit. Because when you create life in your shit, then that's how you know you the shit. But you know you gotta realize you ain't shit too. Like, you can literally be at a library, or you can be at you can be at no, you can be at Stop and Shop, or you can be at what's that store called? Walmart or whatever like that, or any of those places. you can you can really feel like you're flying or something. Like you can be in the mood, you can be in a vibe or mood where you just feel like you just soaring, you flying, and you because you're really doing that. But I mean, I'm just talking right now. You can feel like you're flying, you're doing all types, you do all types of shit, which is the reason why you feel like that's because you're really doing that. You know what I'm saying? You all these everything even out there, you got minds and bodies out there and down here, all that shit. So it's like you're aware of all those shits too. Don't like you're aware of all your bodies. You just got them. Well, let me not say that. You've got to find a way on how to be aware of all your bodies because sometimes you don't be aware of all your bodies. Now listen. Now you gotta be a spiritually wise person to notice. Like anytime you do be feeling like you be flying or because you be doing all that types of shit. You be going all types. You be going through walls and shit, all that shit because you really be doing that. And then you'll find out that like a lot of other spirits, like a lot of other like timid, not timid spirit, a lot of like weak ass spirits, they can feel that vibe, they can feel that presence from you. You know what I'm saying? And like it's like you can, and then it's like they be feeling like a sense of like because all spirits can do the same thing, but it's like when they don't know how to because of how like how demonic they are because they're fallen angels or whatever like that. They feel like they want to shoot your shit down. They feel like they want you to become at this same level. Like if you can dress a certain way, you can talk a certain way, you can do your art a certain way, you do whatever that you can talk to spiritual shit a certain way. A spirit don't fuck with that if it seems different, if it don't seem like it's not normal, if it don't seem like it's not like the everyday thing. You know what I'm saying? And when it's like that, it's like all spirits, even if they're demonic, they have pilot senses too. So when they feel like you're feeling like you're in a state where you're not even like paying attention to your surroundings, you're in some other worlds because you're and then like they can sense that. It's like they'll try to harsh throw all types of rocks at you, but your spaceship too far, your that body way too far out. They can't even reach it. This shit, they're way down there. It's like they can't even reach that shit. So it's like, and that makes it more furious. Then after they have no choice but just to bow down to you. And that, but they'll never get to that point unless they have a change of heart. And you got to be that type of spirit that knows how to change minds and shit like that. And changing minds isn't always directing people in their energy, like directing people in how they feel. Like you shouldn't always be like, hey, do this and do that. Or even if you're coming off nice, like, oh, you should do it like this or do it like that. A lot of spirits don't want you to like a lot, especially demonic spirits and humans. They don't even want you to let them know what they're doing is wrong because they already enjoying that little state. They don't like when like demons are when they be doing routines and patterns, they do it for a reason because they enjoy doing that. So you being a spirit that's actually aware and letting them know their mistakes and their whatever like that, they see that as like a sign of disrespect. Like, yo, you're not when they do it, she does it. Why is it wrong when I do it? And it's like it's like you can't even do anything about that. You just gotta let them do what they gotta do. The only thing you gotta do is just let it be. When I say let it be, I'm just like, man, it's like lead by example. Like words just make it worse. Like you've gotta know how to just let it be. You know what I'm saying? Just lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually speaking. Start from the mind body first. Start from the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension first. Do it, and then because you already by default you being a spiritually wise one, you already in the space of doing your creativities up there too, doing whatever the fuck you want to do and shit like that. So when it plays out down here, they'll see that body up there and see how you're already doing your little shit. You're already doing your like you're getting your spark going. You're getting your attention going. You're getting your little 1-2 going. But the thing is, like, you still got to realize that, like, I mean, they still got to realize that's not gonna change anything for them because they know that the whole point is just to let you let you not have a sense of peace. They always gotta try to destroy that, like knock it, like when they're knocking at your whatever you want to knocking at your whatever house you live up there, they're knocking at your house trying to get you to pay attention to whatever they got going on. They can have some, and it'd be trash too. It always be like always be like a basket full of like papers and nickels and whatever you want. What's pins? What you call that shit? Clips, whatever. I don't know what the fuck you call that shit, but and then they show you, and it'd be bullshit. I mean, you be like, get the fuck out of my, what the fuck, get the fuck out of here, bro. And it's like, but they don't be knowing they be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just gotta know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, like a lot of motherfuckers don't be hip to that shit. A lot of motherfuckers are, and a lot of motherfuckers. You know what's crazy? Like in my area, like. I wouldn't know if motherfuckers be watching me in my area and shit like that, or at least heard us. I know that I know. I know a couple of them. I know some of them heard my music, but I don't know if they be watching my spiritual shit or spirit. I don't even see. I don't care though. But I'm saying that in my area, I'm already running shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just do my. I'm already doing my one too. Like when you're spiritual too, it's like your neighborhood, your area, your location. Like you gotta already be running that shit too. And when I say run that shit, I ain't talking about being a big ass walking your shit and motherfucking and talking shit to, like, nah. I'm just like, it's like you gotta carry yourself a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And the way you do it, like motherfuckers will just sense that presence to know how far to go with you and how far to know how they should treat you or not, whether, you know, so whether what you're doing is negative or positive, or positive. They see it as like they see you as a threat for some reason, because they see it's like they see it like this. You've most definitely, and I'm saying definitely because this is how they talk, because they don't know infinitely and shit like that. But I'm gonna say infinitely for this because this is, you know what I'm saying. But they think like this. This cat or this chick most infinitely has, like, should be with these celebrities on YouTube or the news or whatever like that. Like that's how they see it, or like on like all these big time, like that's how they see you as like you should be at the same spot as these cats, or you know what I'm saying, because like they see it as like the energy, like the certain, like if you know how to accumulate energy and transmute that shit and use it for your creativity and shit like that. You already, the way you carry yourself in general, you're already a broad ass, you're a big ass spirit of like a big ass. You create a big ass form up there, so motherfuckers gotta notice that regardless. Like you're not gonna not notice that. It's impossible. Motherfuckers be noticing that, and especially if you're the type of motherfucker that you be going outside and doing all types of rituals and shit and circle and putting your, like, knowing where the planets at and shit. Like I know I be doing that, and even when I started my shit, I started my spiritual shit back in back in 2020. That's when I found it Dolo Uriel. When I started my spirit, I remember I used to go outside every day and just draw the circles and the planets and shit like that, and then do my shit and meditate in that bitch. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, I will to all 10 planets, even though there's 7 planets. I did all the 10 because I want to get all types of all the shit in it. But I did all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And like I realized like even that, not even that, I didn't realize all that shit, but I realized that even that's like motherfuckers see that shit too, like, because they think like in their mind they would never do something like that. That just looks stupid. That looks crazy. How you gonna get chalk, draw it outside of your neighborhood, whatever like that, and meditate in that, and however long you do that, you know what I'm saying? You're also deep with it. I did at certain times, like let's say, because I did early mornings, but let's say you do in the afternoon time, in the evening time. It's best to do it in the morning, because that's when it, like, you know, so that's when the sun rises, and even though the sun's not really rising, but you know what I'm saying, that's when we're rotating to the left, shit appears to be becoming right. So when you're doing your little your little rituals and shit, it's kind of, you gotta know where these like, you gotta know your east, west, north, south, all that shit. You gotta know, you know what I'm saying, the west right here. You gotta know the east right here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know the north. You gotta know the south. You gotta know all that shit. So, and then jump out that form and see how to. You gotta know how to actually look at that and like the directions. That's why you gotta know how, you know about the esoteric compass and shit like that. But like when you're in that little space, it's that little state, then you can actually know how, like, how you be meditating, how, what mantra, how, what form you should do it. Then you can start feeling the certain planets. Like if the planet was in like whatever sign the sun or moon was in, let's say sun was like in Gemini or whatever like that. You've got to know how to like when the sun is like because I probably shouldn't be explaining this shit. This is I'm saying too much right here. You just gotta know what the fuck you gotta know what to, you gotta know how to do these certain things already by default. Like it's you gotta be aware of this shit, because like when you start doing it, you already come to the mindset, the conclusion of how you do it in your own little way. But you gotta know the three things you gotta know first is the directions, the planets, and the signs. That's it. Then you're good with everything else. Then everything else will start. The way your mind starts building itself, you start to realize knowing how to certain ways, how to certain things to do and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of, and that's like that's a little something for that too. But you know what I'm saying? It's kind of it's deep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, motherfucker, we lit in this bitch. Yeah, like, just bro, stop had this motherfucker shit. We lit. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sorry. Alright, but check it out, right? But yeah, but shit like that, man, it's all about spirituality. It's all about individuality and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, like we all like, we all we all doing our little shit. We all supposed to like we all hold on. Yeah, we all doing our little shit out here. We all like getting our little things. Oh yeah, YouTube. YouTube. They stopped paying you for shorts. I gotta get to 100 subscribers first. I'm probably a little more than that, like 1,000 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't know if the numbers, the subscribers matter or whatever like that, but YouTube starts paying you for shorts too. So not only do they stop paying you for content, they stop paying you for shorts. Man, this cat, they giving out money like it's nothing out here. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy. It's shit crazy, dude. But yeah, like it's weird, but it's like, bro, it's like they're just giving out money out here. It's like it's like you gotta know how to like catch it though. It's like a certain wave or whatever like that. You gotta know how to catch and shit. Like there's all types of different ways how you can make money now. Like that like what's that thing that was popping last year? Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin was like that was like it's kind of like this little wave too is going on. It's like shadow government just trying to throw it, stick things like seeing what will stick on the wall right now. So it's like this do, but it's like I'm not saying this is a bad thing. Like this is actually actually a good. I mean, at least if you're a content creator, you know what I'm saying. If you're just a regular person, you don't be making shit like. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're spiritual, you actually doing the energy in real life. That's all that matters too. You know what I'm saying. And then you're promoting soul group. You got paid. You promote soul groups, subconscious community. You got that's cool. You get. But I'm saying like if you're a content creator and you're already like doing shit like if you are like and then you already and they tell you we pay YouTube shorts now, that's kind of weird. That's kind of dope because like now we got different ways in how you can make your shit and I'm fucking with that because I found a spot in my area, like it's like 5 minutes away from me. It's like and then I found another spot. I saw another spot too. And that was like a bend plug is bro, like I don't know. Like I'm really trying to build something like motherfucking like a studio, like a university, no thing studio. I don't want to call it nothing. But these things is like, bro, I'll be peeping game. Like, what the fuck? That's what's up. Like, and like, yeah, I ain't gonna speak. Well, I can, but so it's like, so like I posted a video. I at first I wanted it to go to the regular YouTube and shit like that, but it went on YouTube Shorts, and the shit was like, yeah, it was like I posted like actress music, music, business, what was else, teacher, whatever I was saying. My mind I had way more shit. Like it was just about university, spiritual studies, some shit like that. But Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? This is an abandoned ass place. Like, nigga, I'm almost infinitely take this place. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but I've been called the motherfucking the place it was a Dollar General. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, let me check some real quick because I want to make sure it's actually. I don't want to just be. Hold on, bro. Give me a second, y'all. Hmm. 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 The fuck? Now listen, dude. Listen, ma. Listen, ma. Emma. Emma. Okay, right here. Okay, let me get. All right. Okay. Shit. What is it called? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Just give me like 10 seconds. Uh, it's not. See what the fuck? Is it not there? Okay. I'm tripping. Uh, I think it's because it's closed down. That's why they don't got a number. But yeah, I'm gonna go there tomorrow and see what the fuck's going on. But yeah, but I'm like dead ass serious about getting that a place like that, fuck, like and this rent or not rent it, but actually buy that. And then you know what damn well it's cheap. It's not going over 300, 200, 250. Like, hey, nah, bro, nah, like because the fuck. But yeah, man, shit. But shit, like, and then with Venus too, like with that being an Aquarius too, is like, man, the way we like love each other and the show and like and connect to each other and like broadcast our creativities and our creative gifts and talents and shit like that. It's going to be obviously since, and then this is like a perfect time if you're doing something, if you be doing shit online, like you be the only way to do it is to do it online, like your phone, the laptop. If it's gonna be in real life, like it don't the energy is not gonna be there like, as how it's gonna be on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you got to be on your shit, at least in the internet perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's if you got like if you got like something you want to do creative and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we all in this together, man. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, and I want to get back to that shit too, like about your motherfucking your family too, like the ones that you can tell, like, and like they may not be spiritual spiritual like that. They make claims to be like they all face on, but it's like you are in their life for a reason. Like, fuck the bullshit. Like, you're in their life for a reason. Like, if you're like, nigga, for you to even like to pick that, like, because you were friends with them up there, so it's like for you to even pick them to be your friend, then your family, which are they're still technically your friends. I ain't gonna hold you, but like, because you got if when you know how to still see from that perspective, then you're aware of other different certain awarenesses and minds and shit like that. So it's you're in a different, but you can still call it family. You don't get it fucked up. Like, it's still, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But it's like when it's like that, it's like you already like I like shit when when you're like, let's say your dad, right? Let's say you have a dad and shit like that, right? And like they may have been like a beta male or whatever like that, and you're you're a son, right? You gotta be that one, like you may be a nerd, you may not be a nerd. You can say you may be a nerd, you may be like a lame, whatever. See, I've never been a lame, but this is just an example. You may be a lame, whatever like that. But it's kind of like, as if you really like have it if you're really like spiritual, you already like a spiritual gangster type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's already you already like carry that energy with you. You know what I'm saying? So like your dad will like subconsciously like start respecting the fuck out of you. Like he'll start doing shit that you probably wouldn't even like understand why he did it. Like he'll probably start calling you sir, or he'll like, it's weird. Like he'll start like so doing some manly shit that he never do with his actual friends, his actual boys and shit like that. Like they're like dapping. Like it's a weird. I don't want to get too much into it, but and then like your mom too is like you gotta know how to protect that divine feminine. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how you do with yourself. If you're a real man, you should know how to, you should know the divine feminine and the divine masculine, right? So when you express yourself, when you do your little 1-2 and shit like that, right? You already have it in your mind that like when it's like you're protecting like your mother and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? However, like fuck shit, like whatever. Nah, like fuck the bullshit. Like you're in their life for a reason. But like some people don't want to be changed. So that's whatever. But I'm saying like this is if you can tell if they're, you know what I'm saying? Like they may not be from the same spiritual tribe from you, but for them to even have you in their life, that's the whole point. And it's hard to explain because you got to be in a space of knowing that they're just friends in the spiritual realm. So then you know the actual way and how to see it. Like when I say family, I'm low-key doing witchcraft to myself because then then all the family mindsets, the family minds start coming to, but it's like I'm not saying it's a bad thing because like I know how to like chop soy shit like that and then open it and create seed, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I still want to get y'all in that type of mindset where you still see them as friends and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get it fucked up. Like you know saying like your soul groups of subconscious community. Like now you can call them family for real because these are actually your family in spiritual. And so then that actual family concept would actually make sense because then that's some whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? You're already in the space of already being in the space of just like, oh, you get it, and y'all can fight or whatever, and that's like, you know, so y'all can fight or whatever, but it's like no hard feelings because y'all are spiritual. Y'all create spiritual shit. So whatever, so called fight, it wouldn't be a type of fight you'd have with your 3D family, like your fourth, fifth, and sixth dimensional family, especially your spiritual predecessors, like if you can be talking to them like yo, like and this like not negative, but it's like you can be saying, you can have some how you say misagreement, how you say, whatever you call it, but it's like it's not really you having disagreements with them. It's kind of like y'all just chopping it up, like trying to, like, because y'all both in the spiritual, y'all all in the spiritual realm with your spiritual predecessors, right? So when y'all be chopping, when you be chopping up with them, it's kind of like y'all be doing like y'all be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, y'all could be at your the esoteric party. Y'all can party in the metaconators, whatever metaconators, what you want to call it, shit like that. Y'all can the back in the metaconators, shit like that, or you can, like, you know what I'm saying, or just do it. Y'all can be doing your 1-2 and shit like that, and like y'all could be talking and chopping it up and seeing how to bring some new shit down here, how to bring some new types of shit down here and shit like that. It's kind of like y'all like y'all could be like, but like it's like, for example, let's say, all right, so boom, side, it's kind of like we have some we're family, so we just talk shit, but we don't mean it. That's the best way I can explain it. I ain't gonna, that's the best way I can explain it. But it's like, so it's like that in a way, like you just gotta, like, that's the real type of, so like that's why with your 3D family, is kind of like when y'all be arguing and shit. That's why y'all can kind of get to that space of y'all don't really mean it. Y'all just be talking shit to each other. But all those things came from a real space where you were actually. But see, see how sometimes they, especially if they're demons, because all of them are demons. If you're a spiritual one, but it's like when you're already like, you can be joking around, you can do whatever like that. But it's like when you're doing it right, it's kind of like sometimes motherfuckers be taking hard feelings to certain things. So it's like you can't say certain shit you want to say. So you gotta be censoring yourself, like, damn. But see, sometimes God, like, and then let's say y'all are really arguing and shit like that. Sometimes God wants you to actually like drop your nuts or drop your ovaries, you know what I'm saying? And it's like say something like, fuck that shit. Like, nah, you in the wrong. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Y'all be like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. But you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, you sometimes you got, and then God puts a vessel within you, and then it plays out in their life, like with however they go with their day-to-day situations. Now they got God, a little piece of God in their life, because now they know different ways of how they shouldn't express certain thoughts and feelings, leave certain things hidden. You know what I'm saying? Balance certain thoughts and feelings for 1,000 years. Treat these cats like slaves and shit like that. Nah, just don't. And now they have a better spaceship, a better mentality, a better way of how to move in this external realm. You know what I'm saying? So now they know, and then it plays out in the internal. Then you did God's work. You actually, you know what I'm saying, as an angel, that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I be doing. So like it's like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But check it out, right? What time is it? I can go like 13 more minutes, man. I don't know how long I've been going to. How I check that shit? I don't know. Maybe he should be weird, dude. Where the fuck? Oh, I'm tripping. I was 1 hour. Oh, I wanted to go 2 hours. See, I mean, I'm saying I want to go 2 hours, but I don't know if I can, man. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, check it out. I'm gonna go for 12 more minutes. But yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But shit like that, it's kind of like we all gotta know, like we all gotta know how to move in the spiritual realm. We all gotta know how to do it, like, you know what I'm saying, carry out what we got the fuck we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And carry out little shit, man. It's all about that. All about that. It's all about you and shit like that. But yeah, man, listen, man, listen, y'all be knowing like certain things, like also when y'all be like how I say this, damn, what the fuck, when y'all be doing your little 1 2 like for example, let's say you be like you be how I say it? I don't want to be like, because I know some people be like actually into this shit, like let's say it's for special motherfuckers. Let's say y'all be doing like certain shit like with astrology, right? And let's say like y'all be like having like because y'all be expressing like certain, like let's say you're talking about retrogrades or squares or trines or conjunctions or oppositions and shit like that, right? Y'all ever like when y'all doing that, because you know what I'm saying, because like let's say y'all be getting into that energy of talking about that. Y'all ever feel like, because I know I never feel like this, because deep down inside, the way I get my information, like from the planets, is I really just go out, like I go outside, I feel where it is, and I go internally first. I go internal first. Then I understand the without. Then once I understand the without, that I can like have a sense of know the time, the planets and shit like that. I can know how they're actually like going, like moving like that. I don't know if astrologers be doing that. Astrologers be doing that, but I know I be doing that. So, for example, like when I look right here, hold on. Let's see. Hold up. That shit bright. All right, for example, like when they got Mars and Gemini, right? Mercury and Cap, I already know that. Pluto and Cap and shit like that. Like our, well, of course you should know all this shit by default, because like a lot of those planets don't like the ones that move quickly really is the moon. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else just kind of takes a while to move and shit like that. So you should already know what each planet in general is and shit like that. But I'm saying like when certain shit be like for going like you know what I'm saying, it's like sextiles, trines and shit like that. I always come. It's just me, but when I be going outside, like, because I know this is within me first, so I be like creating certain like energies for myself, like this is an example. Let's say I put I have, cause I know the sun is in Aquarius. Let's just say I do this. I do sun square Mercury. This is an example. The sun could very well not, because you know what I'm saying, not be square Mercury. But I know with my Mercury, because I got my own little Mercury, and my Mercury is in Taurus. And you know what I'm saying, and my sun is in Taurus, so it's together, so they're not squaring. But why I say that is because I see myself as all the signs. You know what I'm saying? And when you see yourself as all the signs, you know that by default, when you see yourself as all the signs, you already know that the whole point of it is to understand the actual astrology, aka just knowing I broke that down, fire, hot, cold, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, wet, wait, hot fire, cold, no, hot fire, wet water, dry earth, cold air. So I broke that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I see myself way. So it's like now I'm in a point where not only do I see myself as all the signs, but I see myself broader than I see myself broader than all that shit. So when I see that, I can actually create certain alignments for myself. However sign I see my sun at, then I can put it at certain places and put the Mercury and actually make it squared. And when I make it squared, I can actually harness that actual square energy. So and I can make that a process in my life. So when I be going through life, any Stargate I be going through, I know that however my actions come off to people or come off in general, I know I can learn from it. So it's like I'm using the universe like a bitch. I'm always knowing different ways on how to learn shit and learn different ways. So I'm always how I say this, broad, like not broad, but like yeah, broad, but like I'm always away, like I'm open to, I'm open to everything. There you go. I'm always open to everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never not. It's never a dull moment for me. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I see it. So that's kind of why. So why I say that is because like do y'all be like do astrology? I don't know. Do astrologers, do y'all be doing that too? Like because I can kind of sense that energy sometimes when I be watching certain astro. Shouts out Peace Dealer because I be watching this shit too, but I be feeling like he be smarter than what he be. I feel like he be smarter than what he be like. I don't know. Let me not say that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, but anyway, that's just that, man. But yeah, it's just that, man. Shit like that, but but like, it's kind of like that. We all in this, you know. So we all in this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Just when you do your little shit, man, always have like an end goal to something too. You know what I'm saying? And when that end goal don't make that end goal an actual like way a way you want to see it. Like make that end goal something that helps you and everybody else out. You know what I'm saying? So when you try to get to that actual end goal, the whole journey was just to help you and everyone else in general. So it should be like you do it because it helped out everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You express it because it helped out everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You do the things you do because it helps out everybody else, right? It's all about teamwork makes the dream work. I had one song, teamwork makes the dream. You know, so whatever I was talking about, but like, yeah, like teamwork makes the dream because the dream is the fourth, fifth, and sixth, the spiritual realm. So us already like when you have certain dreams when you're with the soul group subconscious community, like you know what I'm saying, whatever you want, whoever be a part of that, you know what I'm saying, and then however you be relaying that down here and shit like that, because the internet is this 13 is the 13 energy. So 13 is you being an individual, and through the internet will be through the surroundings. You know what I'm saying, the little you know what I'm saying, so this will be like representing the surroundings, at least for this point of view, for this little shit. But like we all in the four energy when because 1 + 3 is 4, so we all in the thought realm by default. So it's kind of like we already connecting in general. Like, so I'm not saying it's a bad or a good thing, but it is what it is, right? So it's like we used our fourth, fifth, and sixth dimensional mind. We put it out on the internet, we put it out online, or push it like that. So it's kind of like that. But like when you're out there and shit like that, and when you have certain dreams of connecting with certain soul group members or whatever, like or you know, say soul cookout, soul group party, whatever you want, however you be having the shit in your dream, it's like that's a real actual shit. So however, like you gotta know, like since that's the real, those are like dreams of the soul group, and you be having dreams of flight balls and you're all that. Those are the real dreams. That's us creating the world for real out there. You know what I'm saying? Down here, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta like let's say you have a dream book, whatever like that, like in a holy table. So you know I'll be doing certain shit, right? It's like that's why it's good to write them down. You know what I'm saying? Because then it'll play out in real life where certain individuals, strangers, anyone, they can be carrying the same energy like from your dream, and you can know you can stop peeping game and seeing what the fuck. Nah, this is weird, and you realize that, like that's what I'm saying. Like we low key, y'all don't be understand. Like we actually, well, y'all be I think y'all already know this shit, but we actually be changing the world like fast as fuck, like quickly, like shit. It's like it's not even funny. Like the way we be changing our shit ain't even funny. Like it's like shit. I don't know. Like you gotta know how to see shit. Like a lot of things don't be like what it seems. Like that's why I've been peeping game and shit like that. But it's like, but anyway, like shit will be playing out in real life. But even certain individuals you meet carry the same energies of a certain like of a certain character you had in your dream, right? A certain person or area location you at and that when that world that they play out that same energy. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but like bro, like when I be making my music and shit like that, uh hmm, 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 I'm trying to think right now. Just know, man, I be peeping game. Just I ain't gonna I be knowing I be seeing shit. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, man. What time is it? We got 2 more minutes left. But yeah, yeah, but like, man, listen, we all like we on this together, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's that song? Show loves Brooklyn. Now, how the fuck you go? I don't even know. See, I got brain fog. I ain't gonna, not brain fog, but like I'm lucky tired, dude. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing shit all day. Like that, you know, getting music done. So I ain't saying, I ain't gonna. I like doing this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing it because I want to do it. Like I do because I actually like doing it. I like making music. Like y'all don't be surprised if y'all start seeing like 10, 15 songs on my getting posted on my YouTube randomly and shit like that. Like nigga, I just do it because I like doing it, like, and because I want to put it out. Just, no, I want to not because I feel fuck that. I just do it because I like doing it, especially videos too. Most likely, if you see me, if I go live for shit like that, like that's why I don't ever be like going live and putting like the timestamps like when I will be live because I don't know, I really don't be knowing because I don't really got like, I mean sometimes I do, but it's like I don't know if I should do it like that because I feel like it's more like not let me not say it, like I feel like for me personally, there you go. For me personally, it's more authentic like that because the way my little situation when I be doing my little 1-2, it's like I feel like I gotta be in the energy for that. So that's why lives probably won't be like maybe as of now. Maybe next month it might be different. Like because I'm changing. I'm always changing every day, and that's how y'all should be too. Y'all should always be going through changes, not changes in a bad way, changes in a good way, where you know you're becoming more and more and more. Even though you should already be aware. Don't be aware of everything. Know how to go to sleep to certain things. But when I say more and more aware, you're just more aware of your different abilities that you forgot you had and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But always go to sleep on certain things. Like don't be aware of everything because motherfuckers be aware of everything. Then they start talking about, oh, I'm getting gang stalk. No, I'm like it's fucked out shit. Like nah, nigga, you just retarded, bro. You just create circumstances and situations where uh you're just seeing people. So you're seeing people at certain times because the way what your mind be on. Like nigga, you don't blame motherfuckers because you lost and shit like that. But motherfucker, I think I'm gonna end this video off right here. And I appreciate y'all for watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? From love from the bottom of my heart. You know what I'm saying? Uh, shit like that. I might. You know what I'm saying? I don't know yet. I might drop another song on YouTube. But if anything, those will come tomorrow and shit. Like, but like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And we out here, we out in this bitch, and safe dreams, safe space travel, space not space, yes, safe space travels, safe everything. You know what I'm saying? Stay up, stay blessed, and you never be less. And motherfucker, we out with this bitch. Yeah.